Hey everyone, Magic here, and I'm here with another deck profile. So, I kind of wanted to do a deck profile. In addition, I unfortunately have COVID, so I haven't been able to leave the house much, so you kind of get in the basics, a deck profile. So today's deck profile will be the lovely SALAMANGREAT, one of my personal favourites. I used to rock this back when it was a top tier contender, and it still has a place in my heart. So I thought, let's do a Salad deck profile for you guys, because it's been a while. I done one a little while back on the channel, so I thought let's kind of get back into it. But guys, before I get into this, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below what you want to see in the next video. But let's get right into the video. Let's start things off with So we're going to start off with the boy SALAMANGREAT Gazelle. Kind of standard, absolutely needed to be played. Gazelle at 1, it's a lovely card. Hopefully it eventually will come off the ban list, or at least Circle will come off the ban list. But yeah, SALAMANGREAT Gazelle. Can you see it in the lighting? There we go, it's a bit foggy. But yeah, SALAMANGREAT Gazelle at 1, unfortunately, but it's a broken card. And then at 2, we play the Foxy. A lot of people like to go for 3 for Foxy. I personally like 2. It's a good normal summon, but you don't always want to normal summon it. Sometimes you want to use it in the graveyard as an extra special summon to set up the graveyard by discarding another Salad card. And on top of that, then pop a continuous spell and trap on the field. And of course, it's another level 3, so you overlay it into your Mirage Stalio, and then kind of pop off and do combos. But again, it's a normal summon. Excavate the top 3 cards when you do normal summon it, and add a SALAMANGREAT card to your hand. So it is a really good card, but yeah, I don't like seeing multiples of it. It's definitely a 1 of and a 3 of. It's definitely a play 2 of, because you only want to see 1 in hand. But one you do play 3 of though is Spinny. Spinny is a brilliant card. Set up the grave, special summon it, another 3, so you overlay into a rank 3 play. You can normal summon it if you need to kind of just make a link and go into like an Almirage or a Bay Links. We run both in the extra deck, and we'll see why in a moment. But it's a brilliant card, helps you facilitate plays, helps you just kind of extend and link climb. And yeah, this is definitely a 3 of, because you discard it, boost cards attack. But yeah, this is one of these are like the better cards. All of the monsters, to be fair, you play in Salads are like essential and needed, but this one you definitely play at 3, because it will banish if you bring it from the graveyard and then remove it again, unless it's used as a Xyz material. So you kind of need to play it at 3 just in case. But yeah, lovely card. Gotta love Spinny. The level 4 one-offs. I play 1 Jack Jaguar, 1 Falco, and 1 Foul. So the reason why I'm playing 1 of each, and especially playing 1 Foul instead of 2 Jack, simply because this is an extra special summon, so I like to do that. So say you Gazelle, Chainlink 1 Gazelle, Chainlink 2 Foul, it's quite nice to be able to do that. Obviously you overlay them into your rank 4 plays. This one summons from grave and cycle stuff back into the deck from the graveyard. This one can kind of do a nice little loop with Gazelle, summon Gazelle, set up your grave, bounce it back to the hand, summon it. Or if it goes to the grave, you can set a spell or trap. That's a Salad spell trap, and you kind of take advantage of your traps in this deck. So Falco's really good in that perspective. And this is literally, you just use it for an extra special summon. But I like having just another name. I prefer kind of this little ratio of playing 1, 1, and 1. Personally, obviously I know people go for a bit chunkier, a bit thicker, but this is what's worked for me. Another one as well I like to play, 3 Flame Buffalo. I prefer Flame Buffalo over Lady Debug. Flame Buffalo mainly being because it's a level 3 and not a level 4, so it means when you get rid of it and you link it away, you can use it to link away, or you can use it to overlay as another level 3 for Mirage Stalio, so it's got that play in it. You're always going to have a Cyburst in hand, so the second effect, when it's sent to the graveyard, discard a Cyburst, draw 2. You can do that with Bay Links and Chain Block as well, so it's more likely to go off, where Lady Debug, I felt like if you got ashed or impermed, you ended up just kind of bricking there and then if you didn't have like any like key extenders. So that's personally why I prefer this over Lady Debug. They're both Cyburst, so they're both searchable, but it's a fire, so if you get Gozen matched, you can still play it. There's just better routes, and that's why I personally prefer this card. And then finally, at 3, this is something I ummed and ahed about playing for a while. Parallel Exceed. I strictly play this and the whole little trap trick package simply because I hate being Nibiru'd, and I could have done really well at my previous locals when I played this deck if it weren't for the fact that I got greedy and got nibbed. But Nibiru is literally the only killer in this deck, and this card helps you stop that from happening. It's a free Cyber special summon that becomes level 4, so might as well helps you get into Access Code Talker plays quickly, because you can OTK with Access Code Talker in this. 2 attacks at 5,300, it's beautiful. But yeah, Parallel Exceed, it's something like I'm denied about because I did brick a lot with it, but this build you kind of focus about link summoning a lot more often, and you don't mind seeing it. For the hand traps, 3 Ash Blossom. Usually I'm not always 100% on playing 3 of an Ash. Current meta, it's doing well, but you might play it at 2, but this one definitely at 3. Because it's recyclable, it's a level 3 yet again, and you can get it back with Sunlight Wolf. But yeah, Ash at 3, so it's another overlay if you have to, because it's a level 3, it's a 5, so it's searchable, and it's just Ash. And then as well, I've got 2 Effect Veiler. Effect Veiler just being Effect Veiler, and it's another card you can normal summon and then go into an Amirage, same with Ash. So it helps you then have a Salamangreat link play, which is kind of hard to sometimes get rolling. If you kind of are in a more simple game state, being able to bring out just a level 3, being able to bring out any link Salamangreat card, because it will get you the whole game going once you get a Salamangreat on field. So if you kind of top deck a hand trap, the idea is you can then still continue plays by going into an Almirage if you're in that situation. And then as well, Droll and Lockbird, 2 of them. I feel like everyone is kind of maining Droll and Lockbird right now, and I can see why. It's a really, really good card. Yeah, dirty jank commons. But yeah, Droll and Lockbird, definitely a card I want to put into the main deck. This is more testing, but this could be any other 2 hand traps, or this could be any other like 2 tech cards that you guys might want to play. But yeah, 2 Droll, just because everyone's using it right now, and I want to kind of see how powerful it is right now in the main deck. And then finally 1 Nib. I don't want to resolve this. This is for Crossout Designator, so I don't get nibbed, and that's strictly why it's in here. But yeah, I've got 1 nib just so I don't get Crossout Designated. Going on to the spells now. Got the Field Spell, the main one-off. You hate drawing into it. You want to kind of use it to chain block, but without this you can't play the game. But yeah, you only play 1 off. You don't really need to play more than 1. Just play it at 1, it's fine. 1 Circle, please bring this back. If they can do it in Master Duel and put Circle to 3, they can definitely bring this back. At least to 2. But Circle, your main searcher, just your kind of key card, best extender apart from Gazelle. But yeah, you always want to see this in your hands. A brilliant card, and I want it back. 3. Signet Mining, your best searcher in the deck. Everything you own apart from the hand traps is a Cyburst, so set up your graveyard, which Salads love to do. Search a Cyburst card. If it's a Gazelle and you pitch a Salamangreat card on the resolution, summon out the Gazelle, get effects rolling. It's really, really good. But yeah, this is kind of your staple, your bread and butter. If you're playing Salads, you need to be playing this card, or else you ain't playing Salads. Brilliant card. Need to be playing at 3. At 2, we've got Will of Salamangreat as well. It's just the monster reborn for the deck. It can really save you if you do get nibbed. Bring back your Sunlight Wolf or Bay Links or Heat Leo, whatever link you have, and then your traps will probably still be live with them. But yeah, you definitely need to be playing 2 of these as well. 2 more names just for kind of the cycling. Will of Salamangreat, brilliant card. Sometimes you could play it at 3, but I think 2's like the ideal ratio. I've got 2 Crossout Designators and a Call By. I run a lot of hand traps. I don't want to be hand trapped. I do not want to be nibbed. So that's why I've got the 2 Crossout Designators in here. But yeah, it's just a combat hand traps. I doubt it's going to be coming up for a mirror match. But it's, yeah, literally for this. Also in the side deck, for me personally, I'm running DD Crow. That's another thing I'm going to trial out. And I reckon DD Crow is something people will try and do to me. Because they see Gazelle Engrave, they're going to DD Crow it, they're going to DD Crow the Bay Links. If I can stop that, then it helps me out as well. So another reason to play that. But yeah, it's to counter the hand traps that are going to be used against you. Onto the traps. I've got 1 Rage and then 2 Raw. A lot of people do kind of play a different ratio, but the reason I'm playing 2 of Raw, 1, I want to see this over Rage because it's the Omni Negate. And in addition, if I reincarnate Link Summon, I can then set this directly from the graveyard. Yes, I'll lose it and banish it. That's why I play 2. But this one I can keep cycling back. So the Rage I can cycle back with the Sunlight Wolf, but this at least I can kind of cycle back with its own effect and have 2 on the board for a bit of time. And I should be able to then outgrind my opponent in OTK by that time, or just swing access code talker, or just build a game state where I'm not going to have to worry anymore. But yeah, 2 Raw, 1 Rage, that's kind of my personal ratio. Rage, if you don't know, so Raw's the Omni Negate. Rage is a target a Salamangreat Link monster that's been reincarnated, pop up to the Link arrows they have, or just tribute a Salad card, a Salad monster, and then pop a card. But yeah, this is the pop, this is the negate. These are kind of like the key parts of the deck. I've got 2 Imperm as well, just to go over the hand trap pool. I kept it away from the monster stuff just because it is a trap. But yeah, Imperm, again, another good card. Want to see it as well. Really good interaction. Salads can run a lot of hand traps and have a lot of interactions on your opponent's turn. So yeah, 2 Imperm, 1 Gravedigger's Trap Hole. This, with the Traptic Rafflesia, is going to be the reason why I'm not losing to Nib. Basically activate Nib, Rafflesia, send Trap Hole, negates the Nib, burns it for 2k. You don't want to see it, you want to have it in deck, but you do end up seeing it annoyingly. But yeah, 1 Gravedigger Trap Hole, and then finally 1 IO. Yes, I like to use my spells, but after I'm done with them, I don't want my opponent to use spells. So IO is really good in the main right now. So yeah, 1 IO in the main. And that is the whole main deck, and I'll get onto the side deck in just a sec. Sorry, and into the extra deck, not the side deck. Let's start off with the links. Firstly, we're going to start off with the big boy Access Code Talker, the boss monster of the deck. You know what this card does. Target a Link monster that was used to help summon it, and gain 1,000 attack equal to the amount of arrows that it has. So usually you're going to make it with 2 or 3, so it'll be 4,000 or 5,300. And most of the time with the other cards you use to make it, you can attack twice. Get about 3 pops out of it, and it just wins you the game. It's a broken card. The cards you're going to use to help climb into it are going to be Transcode Talker and Update Jammer. Transcode Talker being just a generic Link 3 that you can easily make in the deck. You make Transcode Talker ideally with Update Jammer, which is when it's using material, the monster can attack twice. So make Transcode Talker, bring up Update Jammer, both of them go into Access Code Talker. You have a 5,300 minimum of 1-2 pops and can attack twice. So really, really broken for the deck. Then into just the salad links. We've got 2 Heatleo, the boss monster of them all. It can just shuffle back spells and traps and alter attack when it's reincarnated. We've got the 3 Sunlight Wolf. Recycles the monsters in the graveyard to the hand. Recycles the traps when it's spells and traps when it's reincarnated summoned. Just kind of your most essential card. You can't play the game without Sunlight Wolf. It's a brilliant card. We've got 2 Baylinks. I've decided to go 2 Baylinks instead of 3 because I have other Link 1 plays if I need to. You will banish these in the grave. If you're in a grindy game, you will kind of eat through both of these. But the other 2 links I have in here are kind of there to stop yourself from kind of relying on that 3rd Baylinks and not having a 3rd Baylink. So it's just I have another option for a Baylinks at this point. So I also have an Almirage just for my hand traps to make a Salad Link card. Because sometimes you need to have your Salamangreat Link monster on the field to then get plays going. You don't care what it is, as long as you have a Salad Link card. So that's why I have Almirage, because if I use a hand trap, then it means I still have resources, and it can kind of get me out of games. And finally, I have a Lingeribo, just to help me against traps. It's a Cyburst Link card. I want more of these generic links as well. So if I open a Parallel Xyz, it means it can kind of go off a bit more often and it's not a brick in my hand. So these are all the links, 2 generics, again, Trap Negate, same for hand traps, and also it means I can Salamangreat Link on the field. Onto the Xyz, I've got 1 Mirage Stalio, limited, just a brilliant extender, helps you out a lot of cards as well because it's a bounce back to hand when it's using material and it's not a destroy. So it actually does help you out a couple awkward interactions. My most favourite one is when I went against Time Lords. If you've ever gone against Time Lords, you know how annoying they are to get rid of. Mirage Stalio just cleaned it all up and I was able to clap the guy. But it was a really hard deck. But yeah, Stalio helps get rid of them awkward situations. Rafflesia, like I said, you put it into defense. It can copy the effect of the Gravedigger Trap Hole and stop you from being nibbed. It's a one-time use, but it's just a brilliant card. Why won't it focus? It doesn't matter. But yeah, that's kind of like your main play. You go with Paralytic Seed just to kind of stop you from being nibbed, and it means you kind of then focus on your actual board. It's just an extender and an anti-nib card. And then finally, Baguska. I was debating between this and Abyss Dweller, but because I'm playing a lot more links than usual, I think this will stop my opponent a lot more than a Abyss Dweller. So I've gone for a Baguska. And that is the extra deck. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. Please comment down below what you think I missed, what I could add to the deck, you know, to help... Oh, pardon me, to help me out. Tell me what you want to see down below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hope you have a good day. Peace.